one of the first times I really seen him chimping a little bit. He was Barko, yes, our Barko, master troll, and he also gives a lot of people a lot of money and devices and goods on Spreaker. So despite him trolling and making people chimp out, which is good for the lols, he does hand out gifts to some of the better people out here. And from what I've heard, and he admitted this, but then he deleted it on his show, but I guess he gave Grandpa Al $500 to go see someone in California, and Grandpa Al's in Wisconsin. So as much as you guys may hate Barko and think he's a big giant piece of shit, stupid Mick Catholic bastard, you can still think that. But there's a good side to him, and it should be recognized. And yesterday, after I uploaded about 55 screenshots from the Spreaker world, Barko wasn't too happy because, in that he said the word nigger a lot and made fun of dangerous minorities and stuff, but he made the suggestion to me that I needed to post some of the more positive things he says. And I was thinking about that. Well, I don't think you really say a whole lot of positive things in chat, Barko. You might think you do, but I think a lot of your more positive things you do are done through contributions and call-ins. So I just don't think the written word is where I'll find all your good guy gems, if you know what I mean. Speaking of which, he did 2 calls last night, and there was some chimping out between Pimp Hat and Debbie. So if you can find it, I don't know, I think it's gonna pop up out there somewhere. Someone must have saved it, and there's certain people that can go in and retrieve deleted shows anyway, so it'll float around soon enough. But I had to leave and all that. But here's another thing. We all need Barko sock accounts. You guys are probably thinking, what the hell did Barko sock accounts? That's right. We need Barko sock accounts. Everybody out there, you should have a Barko account. Look how it's done. It has 3 major aspects to a Barko sock. First off, it must be a cat. A black cat preferably, but there must be a cat picture in the avatar. That's your first goal. Your second thing that you need, this Barko account must be humorous to some degree. It must be mean, and it must use proper grammar. So, and then the third and final thing is, it must be used to embarrass Barko. Barko has already given everybody permission to use his name, to go into other chats using his name, to get him in trouble. And you guys probably think, why would he like that? Because he loves the attention. He is Irish. Irish people are kind of different from real people. They're a little bit out there, It's, I guess, too much potato intake or something. So, this is a call. If you're listening to this, go make a Barko account. Use good grammar, punctuation. Don't use LOL in anything you say, because that's a good indicator it's not you. Always try to be witty and insulting at the same time. Do not say too many nice things. And we can take over Spreaker in the name of Barko with all our different Barko accounts. So, Aussie Andrew, I see you in there. Go make your Barko account now. And let me see, I saw some other chat in there. Oh yeah, Jimmy Reason. Please today, go create a Barko sock account. And let me tell you guys something funny about the sock accounts here. I've said this before. They do not need to be verified. The only thing that'll happen if you don't verify is it'll give you a little yellow background where it says this account needs to be verified. Other than that, you don't have to verify any accounts here. And this is a pro tip for all you guys that want to go out there and use socks. Anyways, it literally takes 3 to 5 seconds to type in stuff and hit the submit. So it's pretty much pointless banning people here, because the account creation process is so fast that if you're dumb enough to ban, and if you mess with the wrong person, they can really just distract you and mess up your show. And that's all on you. So everybody, please make your Barko socks, and please use them as often as possible. And be sure to take screenshots and let Barko know. And again, Barko's okay with this. I know it sounds weird, but he likes the attention. And this kind of, just helps spread the word that we control as a Spreaker community, arm to arm, as Barko. And he can be our mascot. That's what Spreaker's about. This community outreach with each other. And just having a grand old time. So, I still encourage you guys, I can't say enough, go get your Barko account today. Be part of the Spreaker community. And another thing me and Barko are going to do is, there's a game out there called Cards Against Humanity. If you guys don't know what Cards Against Humanity is, just Google it, and I encourage you to buy it. And basically what you do is, it requires 4 people. One of them reads a question, and everyone has to lay down a card that isn't the dealer. And whatever the dealer finds, like most humorous or most witty or best position card, like he'll say something, and then it's a very politically incorrect game. They'll say a lot of mean stuff and a lot of wild stuff and a lot of witty one-liners in there too. So me and Barko, we're going to go through the process of digitizing this game, and I think Mandy Pinetown, she has played this game, and maybe a few others. So I encourage you all to go on eBay or Amazon and purchase Cards Against Humanity today, because not only could we maybe use this on the radio, and we could actually do an entire show based on this game, over and over and over, because it's just such an interesting things and a lot of wit involved. And if you have smart enough people, and the more the merrier, then it gets really funny. So I encourage you to buy that, and we'll get on that. Me and Barko, we talk all the time, except not really all the time, maybe twice a week, but good enough. Also, I've noticed something. If you truly dislike someone, don't mention their name at all. Just don't. I don't like cockroaches because they stank. They don't even taste very good. And they just multiply, and I just don't like them, but I don't talk about them. I brought them up now just as a simple example, because when you bring up people over and over and over, every ounce of attention you give them actually fuels them to keep up with their bad behavior. So it's very true. If you ignore people you hate, then they aren't there to you, and they have to go do something else, or they have to go fuck with someone else, and then that's not your problem. So stop mentioning people you don't like over and over and over. It's pointless. Unless your goal is to make them chump. But if your goal is that you don't like them and you don't want to hear from them, best way to get rid of them is don't talk about them, because then they aren't around, and don't bring them up in discussions, because then there's no reason to bring them up. So I don't know what else to tell you guys besides that. You don't like someone, don't mention them. Don't even bring anything. Just completely avoid the subject of that person. Another thing I did, I made Newsguy a petition on Facebook. Let me share it with you guys in the chat here. It's called, I did it at the change.org. And so I want you guys all to sign it. Okay. Jimmy Reason and Andrew, go ahead and sign to get Newsguy back if you would. I can't force you, but I can beg you. Sign it. Let's see. What are we up to? It has 16 supporters. Okay. Now, I shared this with Newsguy, and I did an update, I think, yesterday or the day before, letting him know. Yeah, it was 16 then, so I guess no one signed it since then, but I shared it with him, and, he's like, well, it doesn't have that many. I mean, but what about the people that did sign it, Newsguy? We want you back, and you're obviously busy on Facebook and Twitter and all this and all that. I mean, you're a very social guy. It's just you switched from one medium to another, and radio was your passion. You had a good radio voice, although I don't really like New York accents. I think they're just very Jewy to me, and I don't. It's not to say I hate Jews, but it's just, let's just say I prefer to live life without them. It's nothing personal, and I hate that I've adopted the policy that a New York accent equates Jews. That's really rude of me, because there's still and New York, 700,000 people in New York are WAPs, Guidos, which they're not much better than Jews. They're kind of gross. And then you have the Irish people in New York, which they're not too impressive either. And then you have a lot of the Polacks, not too impressive either. So, no offense, I'll see Andrew. And then you have all these other Balkanoids and all these other scum. I mean, maybe New York is just not my thing, damn it. But Newsguy, you need to get your fucking ass back to Spreaker. Stop with the lame ass excuses. You want to get back. No one cares about your docs. Maybe you do, but the whole point is Spreaker is not as good without you. And as much as people want, even people that hated you, or like Debbie, she even wants you back. So, I mean, you just need to get back here. You had a very good neutral show during the... to me, it came on, I think, about 3 p.m. So, must have been 5 or 6 Eastern Time. Anyways, you just need to get back. You did a good show. You had a lot of good guests. And you allowed a lot of free speech, though sometimes you would delete people that kind of made fun of you. But that's your call. It's your show. I wouldn't personally. I've never banned anybody. The only type of person I'd ban is a spammer in my chat. But other than that, I don't really ban anything. But that's your show. That's just me. Not judging. But you do need to get back here. I'm sure it released a lot of therapeuticalness into it. And you just need to get back, Newsguy. No more excuses. Yeah, only 16 people signed it. But imagine if the similar petition were to be made about me. You think I'd even get 5 or 6? I doubt it. So the fact that you're getting probably more than double of what I'd get, or probably more than triple than what Dembski or anybody would get, I mean, you just need to get back here. No excuses. Get the fuck back to Spreaker. That's your calling in life. Or at least that's one of your many callings. You probably do other things too, but this is one of your many callings in life, is to be a wayward point for trolls and a wayward point for news. So get back here, buddy. No excuses. And also I want to talk about another subject. And I hate to talk about it, but I gotta talk about it. I spent a lot of time... let me see. Hold on. This is terrible, right? I'm sorry, guys. It's been a while since I've done this show. Oh, well, no one's chatting, so I guess I'm good. Sorry, man, this is terrible radio. I'm so sorry, guys. As long as I apologize, it's okay. I spent a lot of time with... I'm trying to be as vague as possible, just because I don't want to really out this person. Well, no one here would know her anyways, but I spent a lot of specific time with a significant woman who shared a lot of intimate moments. But as we admitted to liking each other and maybe moving forward in a relationship, she didn't quite trust me with certain fundamentals about her. Certain things that normal people should trust each other. So that kind of pulls up a red flag to me, and I just kept thinking, am I not worth sharing certain details or some of the basics that that friends should even know about,